Bhushan Kumar is likely facing jail time due to alleged tax evasion, says Charlotte Dobre from Inform Overload. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Draconic Inquisitor, where I talk about the T-Series versus PewDiePie. This is not a new development. This actually came out in, what do you call it? Well, that episode, like the Inform Overload, came out in April 1st, 2019. But I didn't know this until yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday. I think this would actually put a hamper in T-Series, wouldn't it? Because it's, I guess you call it the manager director, whatever his actual thing is, and CEO of T-Series. If he is likely going to go to prison, like he actually got, like she said herself, Charlotte Dobre talked about it. I'll actually put the link to that YouTube's, what do you call it? Yeah, I'll put a link to that YouTube video in this description below. Anyways, before I continue, I would like to ask you guys something. What do you think of this information? I guess it's an old information, but it's and it kind of it's kind of new for me because I didn't know until yesterday about this whole thing. I actually made a video, like I actually did a recording last night, but it's kind of, I'm not sure out of date, but I actually found out this new information about the CEO after I made the recording, but the recording itself is long and it's kind of overwinded or whatever you call it. Anyways, that's something I just wondered about. What will happen if T-Series, if the CEO of T-Series does go to jail? How will it affect the PewDiePie and versus the T-Series, the mega corporation T-Series as a whole? I mean, do you think PewDiePie is gonna win because of this, or in spite of it, or whatever? But do you think T-Series will get over this hurdle and actually eventually continue on and beat PewDiePie, or do you think PewDiePie is actually gonna win because of this, or something like that? And I was actually doing some research on some of the things. Actually, yesterday, a whole big thing about research. I did research and I tried to find if the T-Series actually did charity work like PewDiePie been doing. I'm not saying that the T-Series doesn't do charity work. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying I didn't find it because I didn't look as hard as you would think, but I did look a little bit. I couldn't really find much. But if you guys know information that T-Series does charity work, like for actual charity work, please put that down in the comments below, because I'd like to know. I actually looked into the PewDiePie. I think that because compared to PewDiePie, T-Series versus PewDiePie, like comparatively, because PewDiePie has done more for the actual people themselves, because PewDiePie cares about actual people. He actually does care, and T-Series is a mega corporation, right? It's just, the question is, if you really think about what T-Series doesn't really give a damn about the people. All they care about is money. They actually have, I guess, when I looked into it, that they have, maybe, I'm not sure all of it, but like most of the states, or I guess they have states in India. In India, they have like the divisions of T-Series, and it's yeah, I guess they pirated songs, or I'm not sure when they first started. I guess the founder got killed or something. I am not sure. Anyways, this is I looked into Felix, what he was doing. Like, he actually, like, all these things for Africa, he's got help with AIDS and all the, like I said, charity work. Went to help people in Africa and Uganda, Rwanda. And the question is, what has T-Series been doing? I mean, talking about, even if they did say I'm not saying that, like I said before, I'm not saying they didn't do charity work. I'm not even going to pretend they didn't when they did, if they did. I'm saying if they did do charity work, it's not for the people to actually help people. It's for publicity and stuff. Think about it. They're a mega corporation. I guess what do you call it? Second, I'm gonna pause the recording briefly. Yeah, he's the chairman of the why did I say chairman? The CEO of T Series actually made significant purchases and whatever, like kind of shady crap that the government and stuff is actually investigating him for, like in Dubai in the United States, like the different properties and stuff. Like I said, if you want to see the whole thing, like I'll link the actual. What do you call it? YouTube video. It's called T Series CEO faces jail time, and it's by Inform Overload, and I'm gonna put that down. Like I said, I'll put that. Yeah, I think I said it before, down in the description. But I know comparatively, Felix. I know there was some controversy with him and like the Maker Studio and stuff like that, but Felix, he messed up. He knows it, and he messed up, and he knows it, and he admitted it. But that's the thing. This guy, the CEO of T Series, he actually intentionally does some shady crap, and he's definitely not. I don't think he's that sorry for it, but I guess he's sorry for getting caught. But I guess it. Like Charlotte Obrey, Miss Obrey, talking about it, and yeah, it's definitely that she actually did a good job on that. Actually, I'll pause the recording briefly again so I can listen to some more of this video. For the CEO, it was booked like inflated expenditures. Like, there's just a second. Oh, here's something. That there's actually foreign bank accounts and stuff acquired by Bashar Kamar by using his employee. What do you call it? There's foreign assets and bank accounts acquired by Bashar Kamar by when he used the names of his employees to do all this. I mean, that's not what do you call it? Slander, whatever you want to call it, like the whole defamation thing. If you look into it, that's actual. I guess it's kind of official because she talked, like Miss Dobray's talked about it, the whole thing. Because if you, like I said, this is a definite. If you actually watch the T Series CEO, CEO faces jail time. It's actually it's an actual treasure trove of what do you call it? Of information. I know it's one video and it's about 4 minutes and 23 seconds long, but it's like I said, for those that haven't seen this video. I'm just saying those that haven't seen the video that like I said, it's a treasure trove because that's something I did not know until yesterday. And yeah, so pretty much if that's the case and it's proven, like I mean, if they he's right now he's being, from my understand of it, he's being investigated for this whole shebang, like the whole thing, and I guess I'm going off tangent about him instead of PewDiePie versus T Series, but that's actually important because this is actually the whole thing. If Bashar Kamar is found guilty, that is the main thing. Like, think about it, he's the CEO of this corporation, and if he is found guilty. What do you think is going to happen? This type of thing is not going to get shoved under the rug, like swept under the rug. But if he's found guilty, what? Like I said, yeah. Sorry, I keep saying the same thing over and over. But sorry about that. But I'm just trying to wrap my head around how this will affect the whole war with. Well, I guess you can call it a war and stuff with versus T Series and PewDiePie. And I actually watched this I actually several times I watched the song, like the diss track, whatever, of PewDiePie's Felix's congratulations, and he talks about, well, the whole thing there, and they call under going after him for defamation, right? So, but the thing is, if it's all true, I mean, like what he's saying, if it is true, right? Say it's true, like the whole thing. I mean, like about Bashan Kumar and all that. Wouldn't that make at least some of what PewDiePie did in the diss track and whatnot true? Some, at least, I'm not saying all of it. I'm saying some, whatever. Him being the mafia or whatever. Then this is definitely something. Definitely, there's something fishy about that guy and about T Series itself. And yeah, it is. This is definitely very, very, very. It's suspicious. I find it very highly suspicious about him. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm just thinking. I'm maybe blathering, but I'm thinking. I'm at the exact same time thinking about it, and it's actually something to think about, because that's actually something new to talk about instead of like everything else has been going over. I had this thing last night about talking about different things, but basically what I was talking about last night, and I deleted the recording because it was basically old news, and it's just basically useless information. So not that important, but this is important because this could be integral, and PewDiePie may or may not. I'm not saying it may or may not be integral. It may not be nothing at all. It could be integral. It could be that could be this information could eventually lead to Felix overtaking PewDiePie and winning the war. I guess it's a war, because yeah. Before I had all these things, I actually had the screenshots of different things, like of different whatever you call it, of and going into it, but I was gonna put into the video and just talk when you talk about it, then you go into the editing phase, and then you show what you're talking about through when you talk about, you make the recording, and you go into the editing phase, then you show the pictures, screenshots of whatever to match up with what you're talking about. I'm just saying in a generalization, but I found that it's basically now useless. Not saying all of it. A lot of it's useless. Seriously, a lot of it is of what I'm talking about is extremely useless. So yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the screenshots wise. Yeah, it's actually the recording I had was about 31 minutes and something seconds. It was a long recording. So how long? Just a second. I want to see how long this. It's 13 minutes and 25 seconds. No, it's almost 13 minutes and 30 seconds. So, yeah, definitely. I meant to have this episode out yesterday, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm not going to get into it. But basically, I guess too much, but it's just do research, and actually the biggest thing is research, and I was doing research for the whole thing, right? And I was trying to do the recording. I get a lot of tongue tied and stuff. That's as far as I'm gonna go, because it's just the whole saga of that type of thing the entire day from when I got up. When I got up and until, well, when I decided that I couldn't make the recording because it's just getting too late. So actually, before I go, I have something to announce. That I decided to announce this last night. I had this recording, the last recording I had, and it's deleted because I never was posted. That that there's other YouTubers that did explain what episode they're going to do and what they're going to talk about next. Like, I guess I hate everything, but search for the worst. You know how he talks some of his episodes where he says, "Oh, I'm gonna go to talk about whatever show there." I'm gonna do the same idea, not just the idea, but what I'm gonna do is say, and every single from now on, I'm gonna tell you guys at the very end of the video which what I'm gonna talk about next in the next episode. In the next episode, I'm gonna talk about Prince Harry. Is I guess Prince Harry, England's probably planning to ban Fortnite in the UK or something. I'm not looking at that right now. No, I mean like the actual looking at it, the information. But in the next episode, whenever that is, I'm gonna go right into it, and what I'm gonna do is do research on it. Right? I'm trying to at least try to do some extensive research of it. Then once I have the correct information and not some, and then I'm gonna upload the video once I got the required information. That's to the best of my abilities. I'm gonna then post the video. Anyways, definitely not like that. The Draconic Inquisitor is not drama alert. I'll tell you that much. Seriously, it's definitely not drama alert. So, pretty much, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. This is only one more thing, and then I'll end the video. And it's important that I'm gonna, from now on, instead of not every single video, but from now on this series, the Draconic Inquisitor, I'm gonna have pictures showing, what do you call it? Like, different. If I'm talking about something like this thing, then I talk about, say, drama or whatever is under the sun. And in future videos, I'm gonna have it like show you on screen, like while you're watching. Like I'll show you, like, for instance, fair use or something. It depends on whatever it is, fair use, and I'm gonna show you like a screenshot of talking about fair use on Wikipedia or anything under the sun, or a picture of, like, say, Bashar Kamar or whatever. Anyways, might as well end the video. Oh, and that's another thing I'm gonna do. I was gonna say, in the end of the video is how I say at the very end of the video, I say rate, comment, subscribe, whatever stuff. I'm gonna do that, like, maybe in the middle of the video, or I don't know. I'll have to think on it. Anyways. And make sure you subscribe to PewDiePie. Thanks for watching.